A nation rich in natural resources, in 2005, Timor-Leste set up a sovereign wealth fund holding billions from offshore oil and gas. It was designed to safeguard the country's economic future. But poor management means it could run out by 2034. Timor's leaders have pinned their hopes on a joint gas deal with Australia, the $75 billion Greater Sunrise Gas Project. The project proposes the development of massive gas fields between Australia and Timor-Leste.
We need to have a Great Sunrise operational commercially maximum within the next 7-8 years.
The project has been delayed for 2 decades over a range of disagreements between Timor-Leste and Australian energy giant Woodside. A key sticking point is over where the gas should be processed. Prime Minister Xanana Gusmao wants it done in Timor instead of Darwin, and a leak report in 2022 supported this option. 2.5 decades after independence, Timor-Leste stands at a crossroads, caught between its hard-won sovereignty and the urgent need to secure a sustainable economic future before the oil runs dry. Mr. President, firstly, thank you. Thank you for joining the Pacific. So in October last year, it said that by the end of 2024, a decision will be made on the Greater Sunrise Gas Project. Now we're at the back end of 2025, and nothing has happened. So when will this, cycle of broken promises for the Timorese people end, and what's holding it back?
Well, it was Prime Minister Anthony Albanese, who is a very good man. He knows well about Timor-Leste. He sympathizes. He is a man of sensitivity, of fairness. His concern was to look for the best commercial option for Timor-Leste because he was worried about the future of Timor-Leste. This study by Wood points to the best commercial option, and that is the Timor-Leste option. And not only that, the Wood's report found out also that even for Australia, the Timor option brings more commercial benefit to Australia. So there is no reason for further delay. All the effort, the study, the negotiation should focus on how to accelerate the decision to bring the pipeline to Timor-Leste.
You've dangled the idea of China investing in the Greater Sunrise Project to get it over the line. Is that still a legitimate option, or was it a bargaining tool?
We've been fighting for over 20 years. Immediately after independence, we want to develop Greater Sunrise with the pipeline coming to Timor-Leste, because that is to the benefit of our people, to uplift our people from extreme poverty. So we want it to develop, whether with the Woodside and the Japanese, the Koreans, or whoever in the region, or with the Chinese. But obviously our preference has been to continue with the partners that have been there for 20 years.
Timor-Leste and the Pacific share many challenges and strengths. How would you like to see the future relationship between Timor and Pacific nations develop?
I've met Pacific Islanders, the most harmless, the most peaceful you can find. And more should be done by Australia and New Zealand to engage more with the leaders of Pacific Islands, to listen to their complaints, their concerns, and make Australia and New Zealand completely open door policies for the people of the Pacific, because it's not a huge number. I personally have like probably many people, the greatest affection and the respect for the Pacific Islanders.
There's around 4,500 young Timorese people here in Australia employed in the Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Scheme. You've been critical of the scheme at times. What improvements would you like to see?
That they do not pay what they are not entitled to. Like, Australians pay a lot of taxes, all sorts, because you have the benefits of everything that this great country, the great welfare system provide. And these are our young people with a very poor background. They work hard, and for the sake of humanity, decency, do not take away from them through different means. And yes, we want to expand. Maybe 10,000 Timorese can come, 20,000. Because here, not only they're making some money, which they send home, but they learn work discipline, work ethics. They learn also new skills.
Now, you've been vocal on the war on Gaza. What's your view on the ongoing conflict, and what do you make of Australia's decision to recognise Palestinian state?
I applaud Australia's decision to recognise the Palestinian state. Israel has sunk with the violence. When we claim to fight for freedom, for democracy, when Israel claimed to be the only democracy in the region, and based on his Jewish own experience of hundreds of years, particularly the Holocaust, they should be above revenge. They should show the higher moral, stand on higher moral ground. Instead, Netanyahu dragging Israel into the gutter. It's sad for the Jews, but I have the greatest respect for Jewish around the world, many in Israel, and I have still greater respect for the poor Palestinians, the Palestinians who have been discriminated, excluded, killed, including children. Oh God, it breaks my heart. How in this 21st century is supposed to be a century of enlightenment, this is happening. It is a shame, an embarrassment to be calling ourselves humans.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your time.